Terraria is one of my favourite games of all time. In order to escape my misery, I decided to beat Master Mode using only spellbooks. Here's how. Spawning in, my first order of business was to deforest the surrounding area as quickly as possible, in order to make some affordable housing for the boys. Now, for those who don't know, Master Mode is the hardest, vanilla, difficulty. All mobs have increased health and hit like my father after too many Heinekens. After establishing my affordable housing scheme, my next step was exploring. You see, in this challenge, I was only going to be able to use spellbooks to kill mobs, which would turn out to be a bit of a fucking problem. In pre-hard mode, there are only 3 spellbooks obtainable. The waterbolt, which is found on shelves in the dungeon, the Book of Skulls, which is only dropped by Skeletron, and the Demon Sight, which is only dropped by demons in hell. Now, considering that one of those options involved me tunneling into the fucking ground for 40 minutes, only to then have to run a demon's pockets, and the other option consisted of me trying to square up to a 15-foot skull that can slap my pelvis out through my ass, I thought that the least cancerous way forward would be to try and find the water bottle in the dungeon. But there were a few problems with my plan. The first was that there was no guarantee that the water bottle would even spawn in a place where I could get it, meaning there was a very high likelihood that I was going to waste hours of my life going on a pilgrimage to an old man's sex dungeon. The second was that I just started this world, meaning I had the defenses of a kid with leukemia doing a dance recital in Chernobyl. I knew my frail ass was going to need a bit more protection before I went to the dungeon. So my plan was simple. In order to avoid getting my heart ripped out from my chest whenever I went outside, I was going to have to forage for items in the surrounding area. It was pretty much foolproof. It was not pretty much foolproof. However, as I began exploring, I discovered something that would come to ruin my life for the next 6 hours. My frame rate was arse. I think at one point I was loading, 1 frame per hour? So yeah, sorry about that. Rest assured it was just annoying playing through it as it is to watch it. My first stop on my spelunking tour was the caves near spawn, where I was able to get some basic ores that would come in handy when crafting shit like armor and weapons. I also found the band of regeneration, which would help me last a little bit longer, God knows I needed it, and expanded my affordable housing scheme. At this point, I was pretty pleased with my progress so far, and I was sure that I was going to be able to complete hard mode in one day, and this would be the This was gonna be a long fucking day. After running around a cave for an hour, I decided to do a little bit of sightseeing. So I ran around the forest for a while until I saw this bullshit. And since I still had no fucking chance of making it to the dungeon in one piece, I decided to keep on looting graves and mining ores until I got bitched by a couple of fish. So after a quick 2-hour cave sesh, I had gotten full lead armor, a couple hearts, and crippling depression, and felt I was ready to start my journey to the dungeon. After making a left turn somewhere and ending up in the Amazon fucking rainforest, I went left and ended up making my way through the forests. After running through said forests, I was met with the worst fucking biome in this godforsaken game, the corruption. Big purple and with holes deeper than the Mariana Trench. Bit like your mum. Since I still had the jumping ability of a quadriplegic toddler, I was made to platform my way across. But this simple fucking task was turned to absolute torture by the Eater of Souls eating my asshole whenever I went to platform, causing me to have to run home with my tail between my legs like a little bitch. This went on for an hour, during which I genuinely regretted making a large world. So after a very long hour of running, planking, and screaming, I'd finally made it out of the corruption. Thank God. The next biome I ran through was the tundra, and whilst at first I didn't really give a shit, I then got to thinking, how many good items are there in the tundra? Fuck all, really. But there is one that would be very useful to me, the blizzard in a bottle. With it, I could finally be able to jump more than a single pixel. I ran into the tundra with the hopes I would finally be able to move quickly in this goddamn piece of fucking shit. I got nothing. Crawling back to the surface, I knew now that it was only a matter of time before I was able to get the water bolt and do despicable things to the ops. Oh no. So after another hour of running across chasms, jumping down pits and getting bitched up by worms, I'd finally managed to make my way across the corruption. I want to die. But there was no time to beg for the sweet release of death as I'd finally made it to the dungeon. And after 3 hours of complete bullshit, I wasted no time. Are you fucking kidding me? 3 hours of my life gone, and for what? 20 books? Brother, I can't even fucking read. My whole plan up to this point had been banking on me getting the water bolt early, and now that plan had been beaten to death and set on fire. It was clear that I was gonna have to rethink my entire strategy relating to this challenge, otherwise I would be in some serious shit. So, what now? With my previous foolproof plan being as dead as my great grandmother, I was left with my cock in my hands trying to figure out my next move. There was no way in hell I was going to be able to fight Skeletron one-on-one, so my only other option was to try and burrow down into hell and try and find the demon scythe. Fun! But to do that I was going to need a little bit more firepower. For the first time in history I was going to have to use weapons other than spellbooks in order to get the challenge done. Yes, I know, I hate myself as well. Now, what weapon will I be using, you may ask? Wand of Sparking. So my new plan involved me travelling back down to the jungle in order to try and find myself a new mana weapon that would be slightly better at killing demons than the Wand of Shitting. Surely nothing will be able to stop me now. Surely nothing could stop me now. After a bit of exploring, I came across this golden chest which managed to have the cloud in a bottle! I can finally jump more than a fucking pixel in this godforsaken game. But apparently I'd used up on my good luck, cause from then on I only got shit items that I couldn't use. So I spent the rest of my time in the jungle farming life crystals and doing unspeakable things to bats. But with all this time to myself, I got to thinking, were the demon scythes really my only option here? I mean, with better armor and the shield of Cthulhu or some shit, I'd be able to easily dodge anything he threw at me. But then I realized that the Book of Skulls only had a 33% drop chance and I did not want to spend the rest of my time farming clothiers. Back at base, I took the shit I gathered in the jungle and made the amethyst staff, which is better than the Wand of Sparking in that it did 1 more damage. At this point I realized I still hadn't made an arena yet, so I spent some time building that up in case any bosses decide to jump me. But whilst building my arena, something very coincidental happened. And with my trash frame rate and shitty weapons, I waited and waited and waited and waited. Oh fuck! Shit! Fucking help! God damn it! Come on! Come on! Bro, this stuff's so shit. Why am I using it? Alright. First phase done. Let's get it. Bro, if I can beat this shit first time with the Wand of Sparking, I'm literally the GOAT. Oh my days. Alright, come on. Up. Ah! Fuck me. Fuck. Oh, fuck, brother. Come on. What are you doing? Allow it. Alright, come on. Fuck. Shit. Nurse. Please help. Nurse. Please. Fuck. Please, nurse. Fuck. Nurse. I'm begging you. Holy shit. Oh, nah, bro. Surely not. Please. Yes! I'm the GOAT, bro. First try. What are you saying?